Hi Ramya, how are you?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Nice. It's a cold, cold Sunday morning in Bangalore.
Oh yes,
Thank.
same here in Vancouver. It's about 8 degrees here. So
Oh, wow. Okay,
so
Bangalore's definitely better than that, for sure. Nice. So thank you for joining us today.
no, thank you for
In
having me. I think it's a great opportunity, great pleasure being here.
Sure. So, hello everyone. You're watching the Career Compass series by Lodestar Career Guidance, where we explore career journeys with real professionals and real careers. So, today we are diving into one of the most high demand, fast growing career choices out there, digital marketing. It is creative, analytical, and evolving every day. So to simplify it and explain this better, we have with us, Ritika Kapur, founder of How to Digital, a leading name in today's market space. Thank you for joining us, Ritika. A warm welcome to you. Let's learn how students can turn scrolling into skills. Yes, stay tuned. Okay. Ritika, can you please quickly introduce yourself for our viewers?
Sure. I'm a digital marketing expert, like Ramya said. I have about 13 years of experience. I run my own agency called How to Digital. We're in two countries, Mumbai and Canada. So yeah, I've been doing this for a while now, and I absolutely enjoy what I do.
Great, great, nice. So, did you always know that you wanted to be in digital marketing, or did this career find you?
I think this career found me. So I did everything wrong when it comes to choosing a career. I used to be a pharmacist. I did my MBA, and I even worked with a couple of pharma companies. And while I was working, I realized early on in my career that this is not for me. So I decided to switch. In fact, I got the opportunity to work with an agency as my very first job, and that's where I started my journey towards digital marketing.
Nice. So, what was the first step that you took in this journey? What changed everything?
So I was interning with Pfizer Pharmaceuticals, and kind of interesting. I just I decided one day to create a few ads on. At that time, we didn't have a lot of fancy stuff with us, so I started to create it on like a PowerPoint presentation, and just started dabbling with some copy, dabbling with some imagery, and my bosses at that time loved it, and sort of encouraged me and made me realize like I really enjoy doing this aspect of marketing. So yeah, like just that realization then, led to me exploring more avenues. Um, and to be honest, I actually started my career because I had like great mentors in digital marketing. I did watch a couple of, online courses, etc., to just get started, to get some basic knowledge there. But yeah, it was more natural to me, and I would say I just got lucky.
Great, fantastic. So, what was the moment that made you realize that yes, this is my career path? You seem to have done quite a few things before. You've done an MBA. You worked with pharma companies, right? So, I know maybe something you didn't fit in. Maybe you didn't fit in into those roles, or you felt that there's something missing. What made you realize that this is it? Yes, this is the moment.
I think it was the very first social media page that I handled. It was the very first project that I handled. I have always been an analytical plus a creative person. So I didn't fit into your traditional, careers like engineering and pharmacy, but at the same time, I didn't fit into overtly creative careers, like artist and, maybe production, etc. So it took a while to find okay, this is where I fit in. But to be honest, the best thing you can do is get some practical experience, and that's what kind of changed the game for me. The minute I decided, let me explore things outside of my comfort zone or outside of things that are supposed to be. So, yeah.
Nice. All right. So people think that digital marketing is just posting reels. So what does the real day in your life look like?
I think that's a very important question. As someone who switched careers, um, I think the thing that people don't ask enough or don't explore enough is what is my day to day like? What is like if I do decide to become a digital marketer, what will I do? As soon as I wake up to the end of the day, right? For me now, that day to day looks a little different because I'm running my own company. But when I was starting off, I think the first thing I did when I logged in, and this is what I tell all of my mentees as well, is look at your numbers. Log in, look at all the pages, all your projects, and be like, okay, this, has it grown, has it not? Make your task list, right? So digital marketing is not just creating things, it's also managing things. And that is something that's a very underrated skill that people don't take into consideration when they're actually taking up this career. Also, it's a lot of people management, time management. I think I was horrible at time management when I started off, and I had to learn a lot of things there. Even though I was a management student, they don't teach you practicalities of time management. So it's very important to be current in digital marketing, and therefore time becomes an important factor. So yeah, like your whole day goes in a lot of management as well as creation, as well as ideation. You still need to have downtime to think and to come up with great ideas. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like a very, very important point that you raised. Like, it's kind of management, creativity, and analytical skills all coming together. Um, yeah. So what would you say the top three skills for a digital marketer would be?
Well, at number one is definitely something I call adaptability quotient. Um, you need to be curious about your job or whatever you're doing, because if there's one field where there's lifelong learning, it's digital marketing. It changes so quickly. What used to work yesterday doesn't work today. So you need to be able to adapt very quickly, and that is, I think, on number one. Number two, you need to be data driven. It's a myth that only creativity works, right? You actually need to really look at numbers. You need to try and mine insights out of those numbers, not just just look at them, but actually create actionable insights out of it. And I think some people struggle with that. Some people are not comfortable with it. So if you want to get into this field, I think being comfortable with numbers is a very important skill to have. And the third thing is, of course, creativity and ideas. I think being from not the traditional digital marketing background, I think the thing that helped me the most, helped me learn, helped me grow in my career from just a student of pharmacy to a CEO, is actually the fact that I could come up with ideas. If you look at my own Instagram, I have like 100 collections with like saved reels and saved ideas, on my computer as well. Because I think that is a very, very important skill to have if you want to succeed in this field.
Nice, very nice. One thing that is on every parent's mind and every student's mind today is the impact of AI, right? So, how do you think AI is going to impact the career of digital marketing?
Well, I think AI has made digital marketing more fun.
Okay.
Um, there's a lot of people don't talk about this, but there's a lot of grunt work in digital marketing. And AI has taken out the grunt work, or is kind of trying to take out the grunt work out of this. So it makes it very uh, fun for digital marketers to now apply themselves to. It leaves up a lot of free time to think of new ideas and grow your brand versus just be stuck in the day-to-day routine. So it's a very exciting time in digital marketing. In fact, if you are getting into this career at this point in time, you will have a lot of growth avenues because what was doesn't work anymore. So, it's a great time to enter this field.
Fantastic, right? So, how does a student get started in this field? Do they need a degree or can they just start off?
Well, earlier you did not really need a degree. In fact, now also, if you start with a great internship, you find great mentors, you do your own projects. Maybe you don't need a degree, but it definitely helps to have one. There's a lot of stuff you need to learn, unlearn, a lot of jargons thrown at you every single day. It really saves you a lot of hard work if you just do a course and then get into the field of digital. Also, that's very, very competitive. Um, Now there's a lot of people who have interest in this field, so definitely helps to stand out.
Got it. Okay. So, if a student wants to start today, what do you think would be the simplest steps?
The simplest step would be join a course, go online. There are a lot of online courses, there are a lot of good physical courses as well. Most universities have affiliates, that come and teach. A lot of industry people that come and teach. I've done that as well. So I think doing a course is great. If you don't have the budget or time, you can learn on the job with an internship. I would say stick longer in your internship or in your execution level work. You will use it lifelong. So I think the first step is just to get going.
Got it. The foundation is important, is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Absolutely.
Okay. What is one myth about digital marketing that you would want to bust for our students?
Um, that it's only about social media and creating reels. I think digital marketing has so much depth, so many different careers. Like social media is one aspect, and yes, an important aspect that maybe every digital marketer should know. But then there's also advertisement, media buying, SEO, very, very vast field. There's a field of conversion rate optimization. There's analytics. It's just really so vast. And you need to find what fits for you. So if you're failing at creating reels and your reels are not going viral, your page is not going, getting followers for a while, don't get discouraged with the field itself. There's so much you might be good at that you're not looking at. So definitely explore things other than the norm. Um, those are actually very, very good avenues to grow.
Nice. What would you tell parents? Like, a lot of parents have this idea that, digital marketing is not a serious career or it's not a real career. What would your advice to these parents be?
Well, Ramya, this is really funny, but I think till date, my dad thinks that I'm a graphic designer. He calls me and he's like, "Hey, can you make this invite for so and so?" like, and I have to explain to him that I do more than just graphic designing. So yeah, I think parents have a lot of myths about this career. It is the most serious career your child can pick up because it's not just fun. Like trying to make sure a post is it has good engagement, trying to ensure brands are actually getting revenue from it and impact from it is very serious business. It takes a long time to master. It takes a lot of hard work. I think when I started off, some days I had like 12-hour shifts. That's changing now. Like I said, the grunt work is out of digital marketing thanks to AI, but it's still a lot of hard work, a lot of decision making. So it is not an unserious career at all. And yes, if even if you're starting from zero, the potential that you have to really earn, to grow, to work with great companies and brands is a lot. So parents should not undermine that. The traditional careers that they're used to are kind of phasing out now. The new careers are coming up. So keep an open mind is what I would tell parents.
Okay, all right. Um, can you tell us like three areas which are exciting or a lot is going to happen maybe in the next few years, so to say, related to the digital marketing field?
Um, Number one is definitely AI. I think AI is creeping into every single thing that we do. So there is a lot of scope there. If you within AI, even if you, look at software or if you look at prompt engineering, just automation, it's quite a significant leap you can take for your career. um, the second thing I would say is search engine optimization. Uh, Very, very underrated part of digital marketing. And I think it brings brands the most impact. Today, even the top brands are focusing on their organic search marketing. And again, organic AI marketing. So it's very important to learn the skill even if you don't master it. And the third thing I would say is actually media buying and advertising. I think AI is changing that a lot for us. New platforms are changing that a lot for us. A lot of platforms are now coming up with monetization. So it's very interesting to explore that field and explore analytics, tracking, media buying, decision making. It's just a lot of fun. It sounds like big words, but I promise you it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. Um, okay, last question for you, right? How would you say that digital market is related to some of these areas in traditional marketing? Like you mentioned media buying, you mentioned advertising, branding, things like that. So can you tell us a little bit more about how these things are actually related?
Actually, they're like 100% related because if you look at it at the crux of what digital marketing is, uh, digital marketing is nothing but taking your marketing channels online. Like, instead of your offline channels, now you're advertising on online channels in different ways. So what used to be a hoarding is now a display campaign. So it's a little bit, it's in fact very, very related. So the channels have changed, the way of tracking has changed, but the crux of the whole thing is still rooted in traditional marketing. For example, when you create a reel or when you create any sort of content, the first thing you look at is the insight of the user. Like, what is the user journey? What would they, do day to day? How would they react to a certain communication? So, definitely digital is, I would say, built on top of traditional marketing, and it doesn't in any way replace it.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Thank you so much, Ritika, for those wonderful insights on the career of digital marketing. Um, it definitely looks like it's one of those careers that, where you need creativity and consistency, which will lead to a powerful career, right? To all our viewers, if your child enjoys content, design, marketing, understanding how stuff works, digital marketing is a great career for you. Stay tuned for more real stories with Lodestar Career Guidance. Follow us on Instagram at Lodestar Career Guidance. Thank you for joining us today, and all of you have a great Sunday. Thank you,
Thank you.
Ritika.
Thank you.